Okay, I'm trying this again. We'll see. I think it might be a little bit better this time. So my fingers are crossed that we don't have any more buffering issues. That was quite rude. So we'll see. We will see. Oh, I'm not paying attention. I just went and disconnected all my other devices from the Wi-Fi. So hopefully it's a little better this time. Sorry about that. Also, Sarah, if you're in here, maybe I'll wait till I see your name. Ali! Oh my gosh, hi! Did you see my my Wi-Fi malfunctions? I had to restart my live. Oh my gosh, Ali. I feel like I haven't talked to you in so long. How are you? Hi, Kelly! Oh my gosh! Hi, Mari! Oh, welcome to the live. Hi, Katie. Yeah, so I just went around my house and disconnected everything from the Wi-Fi. So I'm I'm hoping that it's better this time. I guess we'll see. Oh, Ali. Yeah, my bad. My bad. Okay, bye, Michaela. I love you. Hi. Hi, Jen. So yeah, okay. I'm working on a pattern test I'm doing. It's called the Acropolis Top by Crochet by Jessie. It's not out yet because I'm pattern testing it, but it is Mosaic crochet, so it's super fun. I'm having a really fun time with it. But I was saying that it's kind of taking me a long time because I use tiny little sock yarn, which I don't know why I did that. Also, Sarah, I don't think Sarah's in here yet. But Sarah, if you're in here, the reason I don't have my computer hooked up to the Ethernet cable is because the only Ethernet connection I have is on the other side of my house. And I probably could get it to work somehow, but it sounds like a lot of work. So maybe I should just try get it like a Wi-Fi extender. I think that would probably be my best bet. But thanks, Allie. Yeah, it's super fun, but it's been it was tedious at first trying to figure out what I was doing, but now I feel like I know what I'm doing and it's a lot better. Um, Hopefully my connection is better this time. Let me know if I'm buffering. Although I will say when I'm buffering, I can't even see the chat. It's just so that's kind of how I know. I'm like, "Oh," and it says your connection's unstable. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. I guess we'll see. But anyways, um what's everyone working on? Happy Wednesday. Does anybody have any fun plans this weekend? I'm going camping on Friday night, just for one night, and then I'll be back Saturday. So hopefully I will be able to finish this top. My goal is to finish it by the end of this weekend, but we'll see. Because I would love to wear it when I'm in Utah. I feel like it's kind of Utah vibes, right? Oh, yeah. Ali, yeah, I feel like I haven't really heard from you too much, so I kind of figured you were busy. Sorry that I haven't reached out, but I hope everything's going okay. It has been a weird summer. It's also been going by really fast. Thanks, Callie. Yeah, it's kind of like 70s, like the green and brown. It reminds me of like the 70s style, kind of. Can you talk about pattern testing and writing a pattern? Ooh, congrats! But I've never pattern tested myself, so I feel so lost with how all that goes. Yeah, so basically, the designer will have they'll test their pattern themselves usually, or they'll make it, and I think usually they've tested it or they'll test it alongside their testers, but they have the pattern written and they've proofread it themselves and all that, and then they put out a tester call. Usually, I mostly see them on Instagram, but I know that there's other places that tester calls happen. But like I said, I usually only see them on Instagram. And then there's usually requirements from the testers. So usually it's a public crochet profile just so that they can see, you as a designer can see the people's work because they want pictures of the pattern once it's done. Some people have you follow them, post it in their story, comment, stuff like that, but it's definitely not all designers do that. And then some will have like an application form, which is usually just like a Google Docs that's like, are you a beginner crocheter? Or like, what's your crochet experience? Like, have you ever pattern tested before? Can you finish the test by the deadline? Usually there's like a deadline, and usually it's pretty reasonable. Um, and then they have like a set amount of time that the pattern tester application's open, and then it's usually like a few days. And then after that, they'll go through all their applicants, and then they'll reach out to the ones and be like, are you still okay to pattern test this? Most of the time, you get put into like a group chat on Instagram. Not all the time, but a lot of times it's like a group chat so that you can kind of like your channel and image. Oh, thank you. Coco. Oh, Coco. I thought that was a P. I can't read. Hi, Coco. I'm crocheting the basket for the hot air balloon club. Oh, yeah. Uh, pattern for sewing plushie. She does some crocheting at pieces too. Very cool. A hot air balloon. That's so fun. I'm currently working on some octopuses, and at the weekend I get to see my niece. Oh, that's so. Mm, that's so sad. Oh my gosh. Hi, Curran. That's so frustrating. I don't know why. Like, nothing else is on the Wi-Fi right now. Anyways, um, I was saying that I'm excited for you, Katie, that you get to reconnect with your niece. Um, the Brady Bunch house, yeah. Oh my gosh, sorry, I'm really behind now. Hi, Curran. AC's been dead? Oh no. That's horrible. Hopefully, oh gosh, I don't even know. When I went through a heat wave when I was in Portland, it got to like 113 degrees, and we just put ice in the bathtub. Or my partner got one of those styrofoam coolers and then like put a hole in it and then filled it with ice and then put a fan in it. So it was like a makeshift AC unit. I don't know. We went through a lot of ice though. It was horrible. I'm so sorry. Ugh. AJ! Oh my gosh. Hi AJ. How are you? Y'all, AJ, I went to school with AJ. Oh my god. Hi. How are you? I haven't talked to you in so long. Um, yeah, pick Callie. Pick Callie to pattern test. You gotta apply, Callie. I'm sure you get picked. I will be going to youth conference next Tuesday through Friday. Ooh, that's a long time. Is it like, do you have to travel for that? Um, different tensions, your needle sizes, colors. Always good to have different levels of experience reading patterns. Yes. Yeah, I always try to read patterns as if I were a beginner. Like if things aren't intuitive, you know? Um, we just had a wild heat wave, but I live where AC is super uncommon. Oh gosh. Yeah, I think everyone's getting heat waves right now. Oof. And there was another flood. Did y'all see that? Sorry, I don't want to talk about negative things, but oh my god. Yeah, Texas and New Mexico. Okay, anyways, yeah, sorry that I was freezing. Oh, thank you. This is my favorite shirt. Is it cute? I love all the bears on it. Thank you. Sarah, yeah, I know I do. I should probably get that figured out. Hi, Jay. Fingers crossed that I don't lose connection again, but I see that I only have one bar right now, and that one bar is just staring at me. Don't like that. Oh, hello, if I'm back. Hi, Callie. I usually find them on Instagram. So, like, a designer will post on Instagram, like, tester call, and then they'll usually say what you need to do to apply. Sometimes you just have to comment on the post, and sometimes they'll have, like, a link in their bio on Instagram, and it'll be, like, a link to an application, like a Google Doc or something, and then you fill that out, and it usually, like, attaches your email, and then that's how they know to contact you. My router is by my TV, Curran, in my living room, so it's, like, not that far from me. Um, but yeah, I think I don't know. I do, yeah, I'll get a Wi-Fi extender and a new mic and ugh. I'm so sorry, y'all, I'm failing. Um Yeah. Anyways, try opening my door? Okay, I'll try that. One second. Now we're just gonna get the cats in here, though. I was trying to keep them out because they can be kind of annoying, but, um see? There's Gordon. Hi, Gordon. They wanna go outside so bad. It's really nice out, so I'll probably bring them out in a little bit, but, um, yeah, hopefully that helps. I don't really know. We'll see. We'll see, I suppose. I'm trying my very first tapestry crochet piece, and I'm in awe of your skill. I thought you've done I thought you've done tapestry before. Are you a different AJ? I swear you sent me a picture of tapestry, but that's cool. I hope that you're enjoying it. Also, thanks. It takes like practice with the color changes, but it's mostly just color changes. Oh, you're not the same AJ. Oh, I went to school with someone with your exact name. Sorry, you're probably like, I did not go to school with you, Kelly. Oh my god. Sorry about that. Oh, okay. Oh, hi, Dusty. Can I call you Dusty? Dust7. Hmm. Hmm. Are we back? um, yeah, we'll see if the opening the door helps. But hi, Lucy. This cat. Okay. You called. Uh, yeah, there are a lot of walls in between here and the modem. You're right. Do you think a Wi-Fi extender would help? I'll try to get an Ethernet cord, but like, I it's gonna have to go through like the whole house. Like literally, like the Ethernet connection. Maybe there's one closer and I don't know about it, but I think that the Ethernet connection's like by my front door, and I'm like, if I had a back door, oh, I do have a back door. I'm at like the complete opposite corner of the house, I guess is what I'm trying to say, and I can't like drill holes and stuff because I rent. But anyways, ideally you'd be hardwired into the modem for live streaming to get the best internet upload speed. Yeah, I'll try to figure something out. Maybe my partner can help me, but AJ is awesome. Both the AJs I know now are awesome. Are you gonna be making another scrunchie bag? I watched the video of the first one. Thanks for watching. I don't know. Probably. I mean, unless like someone in my immediate circle really wants a scrunchie bag, I probably won't just because I already have one, and I don't sell my stuff, so like it doesn't make sense for me to have two. And I typically don't make things more than once just because uh, I already made it. So like I said, unless someone like my sisters or my mom or like my best friends really want a scrunchie bag, otherwise probably not. But you should. They're really fun. That's so funny. I'm sorry, AJ. I was like, yeah, we went to school together. Uh, she does what Merlin does. Yeah, he just wants to go outside really bad. That's why they're all look at him. They're like, hi. You put your 8mm down, can't find it. Oh no. It's probably just like under your butt. I feel like I'm always sitting on them whenever I lose them. Nope, get down. Please get down. Thank you. You have to have as little wallage between. Hi, Maria. Also, yeah. I gotta figure something out. Can you have more than one modem? Like, does that make sense? Or would you just end up having like two Wi-Fis then? Hmm. I think I'm gonna try a Wi-Fi extender first because I think I've used those in the past and they they've worked for me in the past. I don't know. And usually like my Wi-Fi is not that bad when I stream. I just like I don't know why for some reason I had a feeling that the Wi-Fi was going to be bad today. I don't know why. We have Spectrum and I don't know. It's like kind of the only Franklin, get down. Down. Come on. Thank you. This is what we gotta deal with is all the kitties are getting all up in the business. That's why I have my door closed. Hi casual knitter. Oh my gosh, thank you for all your sweet comments lately. I've seen all your comments. I just have not replied to them yet because I like to do that all at once because I want to like comment something meaningful and it takes time sometimes. But I've seen them and I really appreciate them. You're very sweet. uh, I know. Look at him. He's just like watching me. He's like, but we're gonna go outside, right? Right? We will. We will. We have a Wi-Fi extender just pulled into a wall upstairs and it's great. Perfect. I'll get one of those. And a microphone. How's my audio, by the way? Because last time y'all said it was bad, and then I watched my live back and I was like, oof, it was so bad. I'm so sorry. Unless you have more than one cable plug now. Okay. Try the Wi-Fi extender first. You can get boosters to extend with the cable. Wi-Fi extenders help. My kid did this too. Hi, Winter. Yeah, I know, current. Spectrum's not that great, but I don't think that we really have too many other options here. I feel like I live kind of in the middle of nowhere, so and I also have AT&T as my service provider for my phone, and I don't get service, like, anywhere. Like, I have to be connected to Wi-Fi in this town or, like, I can't text people. We have 4 live streaming cameras at our deer paddocks and have 2 boosters between the cameras and the modem. Okay. I don't really know a lot of these words, but I will look into that. My family has had 2 modems before, did a 50/50 on what was connected, it worked all right. Okay, so, like, did you just, like, automatically connect to 2 different Wi-Fis depending on where you were in your house? Like, it would just, like you'd be on whatever Wi-Fi was stronger, I'm guessing? Oh, the audio sounds good? Oh, it's crackly. Okay. Yeah. I thought that I could when I first started live streaming, I thought that the mic on my headset would be okay, but alas, it is a cheap Walmart headset, so it's not that great. So sorry about the crackling. Audio is better this week, still not great, but a little less crackly. Okay, okay, okay. Hi, Noor. I saw you before, and then I had to start a new live because of my terrible, terrible Wi-Fi. Anyways, what's everyone working on? What's everyone up to today? I hope that your day is going decently, if not great. I spent my morning editing my video, which surprisingly didn't take me that long, so that's great. I was happy about that because I was like going to edit it last night, and then my partner and I started watching the 3rd season of Squid Games, which I swear season 2 of Squid Games just came out like not that long ago because I'm pretty sure that we watched it. Look at this. Oh my gosh. I'm pretty sure that we watched it when we were living in this house. So like 6 months, 7 months. And now we're already watching season 3. So, and needless to say, I did not edit last night. uh, the text/fiber arts crossover. Yeah. Ooh, a hexagon cardigan. That's so fun. I've been like, that's like the one thing I think I would like crochet for the second time, just because they're so like relaxing and just like one of those projects that you don't really need to like think too much about. You can just kind of like sit on the couch and, uh, oh no, you're at work, Maria. Wish I could be home to crochet. Oh, soon, soon enough. Oh, I am working on a pattern test. It is Mosaic crochet. Have you ever tried Mosaic crochet? Casual knitter. What's your name? Unless you want me to just call you casual knitter, which I don't mind doing. Yeah, it's Mosaic crochet. It's my first time ever doing it. It's a pattern test I'm doing. So the pattern's not out yet, but it's called the Acropolis top. And right now I'm trying to untangle this horrid mess that I have going on. But finishing a bucket hat while attending a meetings for work, nice. Nothing better than being able to crochet while you're getting paid. I love that for you. I'm making lace tape and gonna use it as a border for cushions because my partner's place definitely needs home decor. Cool. I don't know what lace tape is. Let me Google that. Is that like a sewing thing? Oh, cool. How do you make that? Are you crocheting it? That's beautiful. Wow, cool. We had a lot of families staying one side of our house, use one connection, other side use the other connection, worked out well till living situation changed and we bumped back down to one modem. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. If like you are spread out enough, or if your Wi-Fi just like isn't that strong to have two modems, um, I don't think I could convince my partner to get a like whole Wi-Fi connection, but because then you would have to pay for two plans, right? And I think he already thinks we pay too much, which like true. Um, Been setting up my computer to have two monitors, an actual keyboard, and my laptop is just docked and tucked away nicely. Nice. Two monitors is like peak move, honestly. Do you work from home? Because I feel like also hi Rowan. Making 2 foot tall Peter. Whoa, no way. Wait, did you post that in the Discord? I haven't checked the Discord, I'm not gonna lie, in like weeks. So sorry if I missed that. But that's huge with a 3.5 millimeter hook. Oh my gosh, you have the patience of a crocheter. I'm at work right now. I'm going to start a new necklace and requires a 1 millimeter. Oh my gosh, smallest I've worked with is a 1.25. I feel like it's going to feel so much different. Honestly, I feel like it's not going to feel that much different. Do you think that the quarter millimeter is going to, wait, yeah, quarter millimeter is going to make that much of a difference? That's like wild though. What's the necklace? I'm alive, working hard, ready to get off work to do some chores. That's just the story of life, isn't it? Getting off work to do more work. Hopefully you can play some fun music and just jam out while you're doing chores, Allie. Crocheting a Solomon knot top. Oh, I skipped you, Frizzy. Sorry, I'll come back. For my cousin and working on a wicked. Ooh, Solomon knot top. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna Google it, but it sounds gorgeous. Crochet top. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Is it like cups or like solid top and then like meshy for the torso? That is so cool. Also, Wicked related project. I love that. I love Wicked. I would love to hear more about that. You're also at work. Ew. I was saying yesterday that I think about quitting my job all the time. Like, not actually. Like, I do really love my job. I just like sometimes I'm like, "Ugh, I just don't like being at work, you know? But as far as jobs go, like I can't complain. I do like my job a lot. But I do still complain. Uh, I'm also working on a mosaic crochet test. Oh, no way! Oh, cool. Is it a blanket, Winter? If it's Christmas thing, I'm assuming that it's something that takes a long time since you're pattern testing it now. How's mosaic crochet different than tapestry? Oh, so mosaic crochet. So tapestry crochet is always like just the same stitch over and over, and then you just change colors to make the design. But mosaic crochet, you create like layers to make the design. So you switch colors every row. So in this last row, I did like 3 double crochets, and you double crochet into the color below it. Oh my gosh, I'm explaining this so bad. Okay, so right now I'm doing the green layer, and I will do like a single crochet, but then I'll do a double crochet when I want that color to be shown. I don't know if I'm not the best to explain it. But if you can see, like I'm doing a single crochet and then a double crochet whenever I want that to be shown on the pattern. So you can see here. And then the next row, I'm gonna like cover up these single crochets. Well, not all of them. I can't. I'm so bad at explaining this. I'm so sorry. Basically, you use you use double crochets and single crochets, and you create layers to, like, make the design. I I'm sorry. I know I explained that so badly. Um, oh, you're testing I saw the little elephant, that's so cute. I can't wait to see yours. Crocheting during my day is my life. Yeah, I know. It would be impossible for me to crochet at work, but so I'm jealous of all y'all. I'm not jealous of the meetings though. Um, mhm. I have 3 whips, 2 of which I have run out of yarn. Oh no. Both cardigans, one's my own pattern, the other is a hexie cardigan, and the last whip is a rainbow blanket. I am sorry you ran out of yarn. That's such a bad feeling. Oh, my Wi-Fi was broken again? I didn't even miss that. Or I didn't even catch that. Sorry. I've just been blabbing. Um, okay, anyways. Hi, Flory. Oh, from the Netherlands? Hi. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Hi, Risa. Making dinner, super hungry, and hoping the people living for free, having nothing but free time would have made me dinner before. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry about that. I hate that we have to make dinner every single day. It's such a struggle. I'm unfortunately unemployed, but I think it'll help with video editing and everything. Yeah. Yeah, it's I mean, having a job is definitely a blessing. Um, but yeah, I mean, at least you have a lot of free time. I have Starlink. I hate giving money to that company, but I live rurally and it's the only thing that works. Yeah, I feel like when you live in a rural spot, like you just have to like go with whatever's available. It's unfortunate. I'm making a shrug, cardigan, and a dragon? 6-foot long dragon? Oh my gosh, what? That's so cool. What? Oh my gosh, I need to see a picture of that. 6-foot long? Wow. That's so cool, Mari. Wow. I want to see that so bad. I currently have 3 projects going. I'm ongoing Guinness World Record attempt. Wait, you're on Guinness World Record attempt? What? A Ford logo Grafgan and an interlocking fully crochet. Wow, you are doing techniques, Maria. That's all techniques. What is this Guinness World Record attempt that you have going on? I would love to hear more about that. The thread's like half the size, so kind of it's a snake necklace. I think I showed you. Yes, you did. Everyone's project sounds so fun. I know there's so many talented people. I love it. Solid top, meshy bottom, nice. Yeah, that is gonna look awesome. It's for your sister. She's gonna love it. A huge Christmas blanket, nice. Wow, yeah, mosaic crochet is so fun, but it can be like a little bit tedious. I feel like it kind of goes by a little slower than I anticipated, but it is. I'm having a lot of fun with it, so I hope you are too. Yeah, Zach's patterns are very cute. Wicked project is what I will need testers for. It will hopefully be done in like a month, and then I'll look for testers. Cool. Hi, Lucy. Hi, Fima. How are you? That makes sense. So you fill in the gaps with the next row. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, because I'm not going to try to explain it again. Yeah, kind of. If you've seen the What is this feeling scene, I'm trying to write a pattern for Alphaba's lacy robe. Mm. Oh. Wait. That's going to be so cool. Wow. That's very cool. I knew what she meant. Elephants. Yeah, Rebecca, I'm ready to retire. I know I need to keep my mouth shut though. Hi, Tracy. Hi. Practicing knitting hats and socks. Yes, send me a picture. Love you too. I mean, I hope that your rest of your day goes fine. Thanks for popping in. To make it worse, I'm on a yarn ban and I have so much yarn. Can't get the yarn to finish that till I've used up some of my stash. Yeah, I feel that, Katie. When I decided to go on a yarn ban at the beginning of the year, I did tell myself that if I ran out of yarn that I was using for a project, I like gave myself permission to replace it so that I could finish the project, because it like doesn't really help you if you just have a bunch of whips laying around either. So if you think about it like that, maybe. I mean, I don't I don't know what stipulations you gave yourself, but those were some stipulations I gave myself, was that if I needed more yarn to finish a project I had already started, then I could do that. But maybe you can make it work with yarn you have in your stash. Um, I always have too many whips going, especially since I put things for me aside to make things for others. Yeah, I feel that. Well, actually, no, I don't. I usually just make things for myself if I'm being honest. And then like sometimes my mom and my sisters and my friends, but I don't make things for other people a lot. Um, maybe I'm selfish. But also like I think a big thing is like kind of goes down to like perfectionism, because I'm not a huge perfectionist when I'm crocheting, but it's because the things I'm making are for myself, but when I know that it's going to be for someone else, I become more of a perfectionist, and then I just don't enjoy it as much. But when I make things for like my sisters or my mom, I'm like they're going to get what I give them. So I also am like not that big of a perfectionist. But if I were making things for like other people, I think that I would care a lot more. Like I'm making a tapestry for my friend, and I haven't started it yet, but I know that I'm probably going to like want it to be perfect, you know? Mosaic crochet is one of my favorite techniques. Yeah, yeah, and it's fun. It's been fun. I will definitely be doing it again in the future. I wanted to do a roll for scrap with this one actually when I was making it, but she said that she specifically only wanted us to use 2 colors for this one. So I was like, well, it'll be good practice anyways. I probably shouldn't learn how to like do mosaic crochet and do a roll for scrap at the same time. I probably would just be a recipe for disaster. Mosaic is like crocheting or knitting every row twice. Kinda, yeah, yeah. It does. It grows pretty slow. Because you're basically just like increasing by a single crochet row every time, even though you're doing double crochets too. And it's like a little bit thicker, but the thin yarn really helps with that. Um, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I had some Wi-Fi issues. Fingers crossed that we don't get any more Wi-Fi issues. But yeah, I'm doing really well. I edited a video this morning and now I'm here. So I'm having fun. Hi, Esther. How are you? I love that name, Esther. That's such a pretty name. Oh, thanks, Rebecca. I appreciate that. I've not bought yarn since the end of April. Good job, Callie. Is it because Joanne closed? Because I feel like that was the only reason you were buying a lot of yarn was because of Joanne's sales. So, I mean, it's pretty justified. But also, congratulations. I'm proud of you. A couple days after my yarn buying ban, I went to my local yarn store for the first time since I moved here like 7 months ago. And so I did buy yarn, like my yarn buying ban ended and I like immediately bought yarn. But it was from my local yarn store, so I felt like justified. I mean, I was gonna go anyways, like eventually it was just a matter of when, so. And apparently my local yarn store is closing there because it's like a local like craft slash like gift shop. And then they have like the back corner of yarn and most of it's like local hand dyed yarn. Um, and then some of it they have like some premier cotton and like random brands and all of the stuff that wasn't local was 20% off because they're like phasing out their yarn section. I was like, of course. The one local yarn store we have in our town and the yarn is getting phased out. So that's a little unfortunate, but I did make a purchase with them. Oh, hi Squidward. Not so handsome Squidward. I bet you're so handsome. I like your idea. So we'll get the yarn and then it can be done. Yeah. Yeah, because it's like otherwise you're just gonna have the whips laying around, and as soon as your yarn ban is over, you're gonna have to buy the yarn anyways. So it's kind of like just delaying the inevitable, you know. We're also all people who make things, so we get that it's handmade. It's gonna look handmade of it all. Yeah, exactly. Like that's the thing. It's like I know the 3 of you wouldn't like care if there's like a little blemish in it, you know? And not saying that my like friends would care either, or like anyone else really would, but I I think I'm just like maybe a little insecure about like my makes sometimes. I'm like, are they that good? Like, I don't know. Like, would someone really want this? So that's kind of maybe it's just an insecurity thing on my part. I don't know. Um, yeah, wouldn't this be cool for Roll for Scrap? So I'll probably do that in the future. I did film a Roll for Scrap though. I just haven't edited it yet. So it was a pretty fast project. It'll probably, I think next week, well, so this week, I'm doing a recap video of everything I've made this year so far. I've been really busy, so it's been really nice to just have like those kind of easy to film videos. I did have time to film the roll for scrap though, so that was kind of cool that I was able to get that done so quickly. I just haven't edited it yet. But then next week I'll probably put out a vlog. I don't know. Should I do the vlog or the roll for scrap? I hadn't really decided yet. You guys should let me know. I know, R.I.P. Joanne. Ooh, interlocking fillet. Okay, I don't think I've ever heard of that. I want to try fillet crochet, but I've never heard of interlocking fillet. Oh, that is so gorgeous. It looks a lot like Mosaic, but it looks like it's almost like you can do, is it like you're doing it in the round more often than, ooh, this one's cool. Are you doing it in like the round or, no, because these ones look like they're done in rows. That's so cool. Yeah, it does look a lot like Mosaic, but the motifs are like different. I'm still in mourning about Joanne closing. I realized I was spending so much money on it. Yeah. Yeah. That is something that I've definitely like saved a lot of money by not buying as much yarn this year. But you don't really realize at the time cuz like unless you're buying like, you know, not from big box stores, although sometimes yarn from big box stores can be kind of pricey too, depends what it is. But you know, you see like it's like $4 a skein, you're like that's not that bad, but then you buy like 5 colors and all of a sudden you're dropping 20 bucks, you know. It adds up, it adds up. But, yeah, when I went to my local yarn store, some of the skeins I got were, like, $25. I was like, "Whoa." Uh, it's a lot. But it's local, so I don't feel that horrible about it. And I mean, I'm not planning on buying that kinda yarn all the time. But, yeah, kind of expensive. Ashley Bretzel has a ton of patterns for it. It's, like, the same vibe, but you don't cut the yarn ever, and it's all doubles. Nice. Yeah, so in the round, I haven't been cutting the yarn either, except for when I have been just because 'cause it's been getting tangled. But in the pattern, she does recommend that you cut the yarn every round, but I've just been carrying it because I don't wanna weave in all those ends. But yeah, with Mosaic, like, when you go in rows, you have to cut it every round or every row. That doesn't sound very fun to me, but I know, the yarn section closing. I know. I think because she said that they're gonna turn it into, like, a maker space, so I guess that's kind of cool, like, to have classes and things like that, uh, but then she said that it probably wouldn't happen for a while, so I'm guessing people just, like, I don't know if people just, like, don't knit and crochet in my town or what, because when I signed up for my or when I got my library card, and I asked about, well, I just asked if they had any classes, and I looked on their schedule, and it looks like at one point they did have, like, a knitting meetup, but they don't meet anymore. So I need to, like, start something because I want to meet people who do fiber arts in my town, and that was kind of my plan was to do it at the library, but they don't have it anymore. So I'm like, maybe I just need to, like, start something up on my own. But yeah, I'm like, "Dang, does no one do fiber arts in this town or what?" Although I'll go to Michael's and then I'll see people in the yarn aisle, and I'm like, you know, side eye, like, "Do you wanna be friends?" But I don't know how to talk to people, so anyways. I don't live near any yarn stores or big craft stores. I have to order everything online. Yeah, that's, like, kinda what I'm gonna have to deal with too. Because I went to Michael's the other day too, and it's abysmal, their selection. They have, like, 2 aisles, and it's, like, all blanket yarn and chenille or, like, acrylic, and it's just unfortunate. I mean, I just don't use chenille like that. But I guess if I were into making plushies or if I needed something, but I have so much chenille, like, if for any I feel like any project I'd wanna make, I have enough right now. So, to be honest, I don't remember if you've made tapestry crochet pieces, but I would ask if anyone knows how to get straight edges on the left and right. Oh, yeah, so I have made tapestry crochet pieces. Um, so my I guess whenever I do tapestry crochet pieces, here's a sneak peek of one of my squares. It's a bowl of pasta. I usually go around because like that's usually what it looks like, right? When you chain one at the end of your row and then you start your next row, you get these little bumps. But if you just go around the whole piece and do like a single crochet border, that usually cleans it up really nicely. Our Walmart has a 1/4 of an aisle with yarn. Yeah, I went to Walmart too, and again, it was just like slim pickings, slim pickings. A lot of acrylic, which I'm trying to avoid right now. Nothing wrong with acrylic, but that's just trying to stray away a little bit. I've never heard of interlocking filet crochet, but just search it. It looks awesome, right? Yeah, there's like one I'm looking at that looks like a waffle. I don't know how to like share it with y'all, but it looks like oh, it looks really cool. I definitely want to try that. I have to look up some patterns. Every time we travel anywhere, I look for indie bookshops and yarn stores to visit. We don't have those in my small town, so it's fun to do while traveling. Yeah, I'm going to Utah next week, and I definitely want to visit at least one local yarn store and get like commemorating skein or hank. I need to get a Swift, y'all. I do. Excited for some scrap time mid-year recap. Yes, yeah. I it was really fun to like kind of go through all the stuff I've made. Although I did forget things. Like at the end, I was like, how did I forget that? But because I usually try to take pictures of like every single thing I make, even if it's like small, so that I can remember, otherwise I will forget clearly. I made a blanket and like little booties for my niece for when she was born, and I never took a picture of them. Which, like, is so weird because I thought I remembered taking a picture of them, but I think I just thought about taking a picture of them, and I never actually did. So the picture that I inserted in the video is literally just, like, a whip picture, and it's mostly just a picture of Gordon with the blanket in the background. That's the only picture I had of it. I was like, "Well, I guess there's that." Uh, it's Afghans. She makes hers both mosaic and interlocking so you can do the same exact design. I gotta write her name down so that I can look up some of her patterns later. Ashley Brotzel. Ooh, I like the turtle. Cute. I don't really know if I can commit to doing a blanket, but I know there's Lucy Smoosh. He's like, are we going outside or what? Uh, it's so hard for local stores to stay open in small towns. I know, yeah. I think they get most of their foot traffic because they're kind of like a gift shop. I think they sell like local makers things as gifts, and I think that's kind of where they get a lot of their income from. So the yarns just kind of, they said they're just phasing it out because clearly it's not a moneymaker. But the one like local, so they have like two dyers so that are local that they supply. This one is, um, it's called Darn Yarn Minnesota. Isn't that a cute logo? It's like a little watercolor sheep. I was seeing if they had any social media information, but I don't think they do. And then the other one is this blue boxer. But yeah, that's like the only, they said that they'll still carry like that, but that's it. Probably because it's the most expensive, and so they can actually like make a profit off of it. That's my guess at least. I don't know. Oh, bye, Katie. Probably make some dinner. It's almost 6 p.m. Thank you. We'll see you next time. I hope you have a good dinner. Be the change you want to see in the world. Start a meetup. Yes, I should. I should. I'm shy, but I am extroverted. So I feel like I need that like people time. But I'm just kind of shy at the same time. I'm like kind of, I don't know, like I don't know, just a little insecure, you know. But I should. Ask the librarians if you can start something and advertise there. That's a good idea. That's a really good idea. Yeah. Yeah. Etsy's terrible to buy yarn from. Oh, I've never even tried to buy yarn from Etsy. I didn't even think about that. I think if like I wanted to buy from like local hand dyers, I'd just try and find their social media, but then it's like finding their social media. But I get a lot of ads for yarn. I really want to do my own roll for scrap. Yes, because yours all came out so awesome, but I don't know what I want to do yet. You should. Hold on, I'm gonna get a drink of water. Y'all should get some water too. Ooh, Rowan, what are you thinking? Like you want to do a wearable? Because I don't really know what you. Bye, Nor. Hasta la pasta. I don't really know, Rowan, like what's your favorite thing to make, but I feel like honestly any wearable you could kind of make work. Like you could just change color every so often and do like make anything stripy. But I have thought about too for roll for scrap making a like an amigurumi, like if you made like a snake or something. And like I was thinking about doing that because I have some, like I was saying, I have some chenille yarn that I could use and roll for scrap as well. So just something I've been thinking about. Plus, I have some really cool hand painted eyeballs I want to use. So that was an idea I had. But otherwise, bags are awesome for roll for scrap. I definitely want to make more bags too. I have this one granny square bag that I made last year sometime, and I was thinking about doing a roll for scrap, but I don't know if I would want like. I love this granny square. The like, oh no, my yarn's falling out. The like groovy flower granny square. Um, but I don't know if I would want to do it again, but I might. I might. We'll see. I got a granny square source book too that's got a lot of really fun granny squares in it that I feel like I could do roll for scrap for any of them. But HA. You don't have to send me a Swift. I'm gonna get one. I know, I know. I just am like I just put things off and then I'm like, well, now I don't want to wait for a Swift or like wait to get a Swift. And also like I don't have a good local place to buy Swifts as I was just establishing my local yarn store isn't even really a local yarn store. And I don't think that Michael's has them, but maybe they do. So anyways, I guess what I'm saying is I have to get one online and then I don't really remember until I have to cake something up and then I'm like, well, I want to do it now. So, also my yarn winder is broken, so I have to get a new yarn winder too. Anyways, yeah, Current, I bet you have so many amazing yarn stores where you live. I got a new candle and it I lit it this morning. It smells so lovely. Oh, hazelnut cream. Yum. I bet that smells so nice. We have a hand dyer about 40 minutes from us and does a fabulous job. Fibero Yarn Company. She's on the socials. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm excited to start buying from hand dyers, especially when they have like recommendations from people because sometimes like you don't know what you're gonna get. Is it M Horton? Wait, no, Fiber Owl. Fiber Owl. That makes more sense. I said fiberol. What did I say? Fiber Owl. All my yarn's acrylic, especially my scraps. Yeah. I do have a blanket of 3 weight I could use for a top. Otherwise, I was thinking bags. Yes. Bags and acrylic I think that's a good combination, personally. I mean, cotton works really well for bags too, but hi, Kathy Pillar. Um, oh, Roll for Scrap is a series that I do on my channel, and I use like a D&D dice or any dice. Depends on how many colors I have. I pick like an array of colors and I pick a pattern and then I roll and then depending on what number I get, I do that color. It's pretty fun. You should try it. It makes me not have to make decisions, which I really love. But yeah, I just have to make the initial decision of like the pattern and the colors I want, and then after that, it's kind of the fate of the dice. I like it a lot. Um, I love the really patterned bag you did. Oh, yeah. It's called the Maya purse. I gave that one to my mother. It's a it was a fun pattern. It was like tapestry crochet in the round. So if you can do tapestry crochet and you can crochet in the round, you could do that one. Thanks, Karen. How many what yarn stores? Oh, I'm sure you have so many. I know like oh, I know like Minneapolis, which isn't that far from me. They have a bunch. So, anyways, I've been chatting too much. I gotta actually start crocheting this because, as I was saying, I have a little bit limited time to work on this, and I was planning on getting through at least a couple rows, and so far I've gotten through like not even a quarter of a row. So, go me. uh, anyways, do y'all like camping? Because I'm going camping this weekend, and I'm really looking forward to it. But I know some people really don't like it. I'm going with one of my best friends. We're gonna go camping and then probably go hiking and probably go swimming. And I'm really excited. You have at least 3 local yarn stores that you know are still in business. Sweet. Yeah, I think everywhere I've lived since I started crocheting has had 1 local yarn store each. Because I haven't really lived in any big cities since I started crocheting. But I'm very fortunate where I live and have a lot of local yarn stores nearby. That's awesome. Yeah, I am very jealous of that. Hopefully they have like a good variety of selections. Because sometimes I feel like local yarn stores kind of carry like the same brands, but I like when there's like a lot of local brands. She hand dyed a special order for me of variegated red, yellow, and orange. Ooh, pretty to look like fire. Designed a 4-foot. Oh my gosh. That's so cool, Rebecca. You just be making actual pieces of art. Wow. Like, how long did that take you to make? I'm curious. Like, probably months, huh? Especially because you work like full time. Have you ever gotten a row done while live? That's a great question. It's a great question. I don't think so. Maybe if I was working on something like a little bit, like I don't have to look at. I think when I've knit on live before, and those I can kind of go through pretty quickly because I don't have to look when I knit usually, so I can go a lot faster, which is so funny because I've been crocheting for so much longer. But I think because this yarn is so tiny and you crochet into the back loops only, I like have to look when at what I'm doing. I talking and crochet, especially mosaic, is very hard. Yeah, I didn't think about that. I was like, oh, it'll be like a really good project to do on my live because it's like the same thing over and over again, but it's maybe not the best option. I do have like a pair of shorts I could work on that's just like half double crochet, but I just don't really want to work on them. Plus, I need to work on this, so we'll just make progress very slowly. You love camping, but you haven't been yet this year. Yeah, well, it's been like really weird weather this year. Like it's either been like incredibly rainy or incredibly hot. So I don't really blame you. I haven't even really been wanted to be outside like that much. Like when it's been like so hot recently, I like will go outside for a second and I'm like no. But I think it's actually really nice out today, so I should probably like try and get outside. But I hate camping. I don't mind 90% of it, but I hate campground toilets. As a kid, I was convinced I'd fall into them. Yeah, I just don't think about it. But I understand too, though, like having a fear as a child, like I feel like that really does carry into adulthood because I've been afraid of like the things I was afraid of as a kid, not all the things I was afraid of as a kid, but a lot of the things I'm afraid of now, I was afraid of as a kid. It's hard to like overcome certain fears. Like I am so scared of like underwater or like big bodies of water. And it's because when I was little, I was at my cousin's house and we were playing, was it Super Mario 64? Mario 64? The one where you go into the picture frames. And there's a one part where you have to like go into like an underwater cave and there's that giant eel. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Well, when we were on that part, the game froze and it just froze with the giant eel's face on the screen. And it scared me so bad. And ever since then, I've just been like very uneasy about water. Plus, I'm not that strong of a swimmer. So, anyways, all that to say, I totally understand the fear, the fear aspect of it. I live near Amsterdam, New York, and we used to have Michael's Chunky Boy yarn and Joanne's all closed now. Oh no, RIP. Why did Michael's close? Just because like it wasn't like that, just that particular location closed? That stinks. It's a huge bummer. Sorry about that. I love camping. Went last weekend for 2 nights. I feel revived. Yes. And then you smell like campfire for like a week and all your things smell like campfire. But it's worth it. Pit toilets require bravery. Yeah. And they're always stinky. Always a little stinky too. The design process and actually making the final took 2 months. Oh, that's like actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Did you just post it in the Discord? Oh yeah, I sent a picture. I got like a notification. I'm like scared to open up anything because of my Wi-Fi. So I'm going to try and go on my data on my phone to see it. The nearest one does a lot of different brands, and the next one along does hand dyed. So win-win. Nice. Yeah, so you have like the best of both worlds with that. Okay, let's see. Oh, wow, that's so cool, Rebecca. Do you mind if I show? I'm going to show it. Sorry. Oh, hold on. There's like a giant glare. There you go. Look how cool that is. Oh, wow. That's gorgeous. So the variegated one is the one that Fiber Owl made. Wow, that's so cool. That was for an art show. I love it. I went skating for the first time in over a month on Monday because of the rain and heat. This week is the first time I've been, yeah, it's been bearable outside. I know. Yeah, it was, we went to that music festival and it was like so rainy and then it was like so hot. I mean, I still had like so much fun, but yeah, the weather was just so weird. Just very weird weather. Super Mario 64, yeah. The water levels are the worst in that game. Yeah, it scared me. I saw Jaws at 10 years old and was crazily afraid of sharks for a girl growing up in Kansas. Yeah, it's like, I'm never gonna have to encounter a shark. Like, why is that my fear? I'm not even really scared of sharks. I am kind of scared of like eels, but like I'm like so scared of just underwater, I guess in general, that like when I see even just like pictures of underwater, I like get the anxious feelings, you know? Ugh, I don't like it. Yeah, so cool. Rebecca, you are so talented. Is the Discord like YouTube members only? And if not work, oh, Rowan, it's actually a Discord for our friend Frizzy. Let me get her channel. So you have to be a member of Frizzy's channel. Rebecca and I are just both members of Frizzy's channel, and then you can get into the Discord. So let me pull up her channel if you want to be a member of her channel, but she's pretty fun. I recommend. Oh, hi, Frizzy. Hi. There's Frizzy. So yeah, if you want to be a member of Frizzy's channel, then you can join the Hive and join the Discord. But I'm really bad at Discord, so. Oh yeah, Callie and Mandy. That's how I met all of them. You got me searching for local yarn stores in the area and just discovered a yarn shop hop. No way. Okay, wait. Send me the dates. because I might have to go with you to that. Hopefully, it's not during Scare All. Hi, Mandy. Um, an art exhibit about the throne room from Revelation. Is that a Bible thing? I'm sorry, I don't know, but I'm assuming because you said it was an angel that it's a Bible thing. I've been waiting to kayak since June, but the weather has either been scorching or downpour rain. That's what I'm saying. Dang, I'm sorry you haven't been able to use your new kayak yet. I think I'm gonna cut this yarn. I'm just like wasting too much of my time trying to untangle it. So, um, yeah, the weather has just been like kind of hard to get outside as much as I would want to. But hopefully it chills out a little bit and we can still enjoy like, before it gets too cold again. Lurking making pom-poms. Yeah, it's a fun time over there. Fun time. And Frizzy goes live like way more often than I do. So if you enjoy hanging out in people's lives, definitely give Frizzy a follow. Give everyone a follow. If you make content, feel free to share about it. I got to set up like Nightbot commands. I don't have any Nightbot commands because honestly, I didn't know if going live was something that I wanted to continue doing, but I have fun when I do it. So I should probably like make more of an effort to make it a better experience, get an Ethernet cable and a new mic and all that, set up some Nightbot commands. These are all the things on my to-do list that I will get to, I promise, at some point. I just don't know when. I'm gonna try and get a mic and like a Wi-Fi extender as soon as I jump off here so that I'll have it for next time I go live, which probably will not be next week because next week I'll be traveling, but maybe the week after that. I don't really know. Anyways. Yeah, yeah, Frizzy, you go live on Tuesdays and Friday. I'm sorry, I always forget. Tuesdays and Friday or Thursdays, I mean. Tuesdays and Thursdays. Why did I think today was Thursday? I don't know. Okay. It's a charity. Oh, yeah, Scare All. So that thank you, Curran. It is a charity event that we being my family, we put on around Halloween, and it's basically like an event that happens during trick or treating where we it's kind of like a haunted house. Like we have a bunch of characters, which is just our friends and family, who dress up really scary, and we have different activities, and you have to like kind of go through like the haunted house to get the candy. But anyways, it's all to raise money for childhood acute lymphoblastic leukemia. Um, because it has affected our family. So we try to raise money for it every year. I'll definitely talk about it more in my videos when it's kind of coming closer. We have a like donation link. I don't think it's set up yet where you can donate if you like can't make it to the event for like if you're not local, you know. But it's a fun time. And we are going to start planning for it like real soon, like pretty much now. I miss almost all the lives this week unless it's today. Yeah. I know. It's hard for me to it's hard for me to even like watch YouTubes these days because I'm just summertime especially is just so busy. So I think everyone kind of understands that, Rebecca. We all busy people. We got stuff going on, you know. Tuesdays and Thursdays. Yes. That's so cool. I wish I was local to y'all. Yeah. It's fun. I wish you were local too. It's a fun time. We have fun. It's a lot of planning. I can share the social media page. There's not a lot on it right now, but you can see like pictures and stuff from previous years that we've done. Sweet. Look forward to chatting with you. Yeah. Daytime's hard. I know that it's hard for a lot of people to make my lives too, but this is like the only day I can really do it, except for like maybe weekends. you know, there's always stuff going on the weekends too, so it's all variable. But Knitpicks has a bundle Swift. Ooh, thank you, AJ. That is hot tip. Okay, Knitpicks. Item 85491. Sweet. Ooh, it looks nice too. Oh, that's the same yarn wonder I had. I just dropped it and it looks fine. Like it looks like it would work, but I think that it's like off kilter. And I don't see, I'm like, that's why I haven't bought a new one yet, because I'm like, could I fix this? I just don't know what's wrong with it. So I don't know how to fix it. But it doesn't like wind into a nice cake. It just kind of goes in like a circle now. So I don't really, but it looks like it would work fine. I don't know. I have no idea what's wrong with it. Don't drop your yarn winders, I guess. But anyways, might have to look into that Swift bundle. Bye, Callie. See you later, alligator. What's that? Oh, thank you, Curran. Yeah, that's the Scare All. I don't know if the links. Oh yeah, because Curran's a mod, it should work. That's the link to our fundraising page if you want to check it out. Have you checked the gears? Oh, no. I have not checked the gears inside. I don't know. I don't know how I would do that. Do I have to like unscrew it? I'm assuming I have to like take it apart. I have not checked. Oh, yeah. I bet I could like troubleshoot it if I like Google it. But yeah, no, I have not checked that. I should. I've had to do that on mine, like that one. So you unscrew it. Oh, they have a YouTube tutorial for it? Okay, perfect. I'm gonna check that out. Yeah, that would be nice. I don't have to buy a new one. That's why I've been putting off buying one, because it broke like a week ago, and I haven't bought a new one yet because I'm like, I feel like it's not broken. Like I feel like I could fix it, but I just don't know how. But also, yeah, I haven't really looked into it, so thank you. I will look into that video. There's some videos you could find. Yeah. I will definitely do that. Anyways, what's everyone else got going on for the rest of the day? I think that I might jump off like kind of soon. Not yet, but like, you know, I don't really know. I didn't really plan on how long I'd be on today. But I should probably like fold some laundry or something. Nothing too fun though planned. I just really need to work on this. I guess that's like my main plan. Is working on this. I'll probably start on the tapestry that I was talking about for my friend. I'm visiting my friend in Utah next week, and it's her birthday. And so I'm making her a tapestry. Well, she asked me to make her a tapestry months ago, and I was like, well, obviously I'm going to make you one. And now it's her birthday, so I should probably work on that. But I will take this live on the road. Okay. Yay. Where are we going? Road trip, field trip. Fun, fun. Well, don't tell me because you're driving, so you cannot. Don't talk to me while you're driving. We need to have a Georgia sip and crochet sometime. Maybe we can get Killian and Frizzy to fly. Oh my gosh, that would be so fun. I've never been to Georgia. Actually, fun fact, there was like a point in time where I was like convinced I wanted to live in Georgia. I've never even been, so I don't know why, but it looks just so beautiful. I would so go to Georgia. Nice. I finished one row officially. So this whole hour and a half I've been on live. Finally finished a row. And now my brown yarn is tangled with my green yarn. Oh. Go to the skate meetup. Oh, I missed them. Sorry. Oh yeah, you need to switch laundry. Go switch it now so that you don't forget. I don't need to switch laundry. I just need to fold it. I should probably put a load in though, to be honest. Working on your secret Christmas project. Ooh. Working for the next few hours, but might try to go to a local skate group meetup tonight. I'm nervous though. Yeah, that would be so fun. We were just talking about we need to step out of our comfort zones and go to the things to meet the people and make friends. That sounds so fun. Yeah, you should totally go. And the weather's good, like you were saying, like for the first time in forever. So I feel like you gotta take advantage of that. Because who knows? It might be hot again next week. You never know. Yeah, Jess, that's what I'm saying. Seems most people are on the East Coast. I've never been to the East Coast either. Oh, I gotta figure out what I need to do next for this pattern. Okay. I want to, but strangers, and I'm not very good at skating yet, so I'm nervous to be bad publicly. I'm sure that there's going to be other people who are at your skill level. Also, can you bring your partner with you? Because that might make it a little less scary. Where are you going to be staying when you're here? Oh, you're going to Georgia too, Mandy? Fun! Oh my gosh, everyone's going to Georgia. I'll be in downtown Atlanta. I think I might stay by the Coca-Cola. There's a Coca-Cola museum there? I wonder what there is to see at the Coca-Cola museum. Interesting. We need to rent a bus from the West Coast and pick everyone up as it travels across the country to the East Coast. That would be so fun. Just make like a little road trip out of it. Trying to find you on YouTube to send you a message. Can you send messages on YouTube? Wait, what? Excuse me. I did not know that. I always just am like, just DM me on Instagram. I didn't know you could. I hope people aren't sending me messages on YouTube because I had no idea that you could do that. My comfort zone's so comfy. I know, but you'll grow if you get out of it. So I guess it's like up to you if you want to be comfy or if you want to grow. Savannah is awesome. We moved here after only visiting once. Wow. So you really loved it. Where did you move from? Like, was it a lot different than where you're from? Because I imagine it's a lot different than Wisconsin. Just reached. Oh, yay, Bima, congrats! That's amazing. Oh my gosh, wow. So exciting. Killian lives close to me. I know I'm in Twin Cities. Yeah, we're pretty close to each other. We should meet up. That'd be fun. Callie and Mandy, I'm looking for an invite. We just need to plan like a giant trip to Georgia together. You're in Southwest Florida. Georgia isn't that far away. Honestly, geography is not my strong suit. I know Georgia and Florida are like, aren't they touching? I should know that. Oh my gosh, Linda would be so mad at me. Linda is she's a YouTuber. She lives in Spain, but I think she's actually traveling to Norway. Well, no, she's traveling yesterday. I don't know. She's probably settling in. She went back to Norway to visit family, I think. And she is a teacher, and she always like does quizzes on her like during her lives, and they're like a lot of them are geography questions. I'm so bad at geography. I need to like play Sporkle games or something to get better at them. I think she'll come, but it would help. Yeah, our friend goes to the one on Monday, so I might just wait for that. No, go be independent. Go. You two go and have fun. Don't wait till Monday, because if you just wait, then who knows? You'll have an excuse on Monday. It'll be too hot, or maybe it'll be raining. You should just go. I think it'll be fun. And if it's not fun, then you can leave. So, I mean, comfort zone is so comfy. If you don't go, I won't judge you, but I know you can be brave. Yeah. Yeah, wait, Callie, can you DM people on YouTube? I don't know. That's what Callie said, but I don't actually know if that's a thing. Oh, community post area. Oh. I know I've posted on my community post before, but I don't know, like, can other people post on there? Or do I have to, like, do something to allow people to post? I don't really know. I haven't really looked into it too much. Maybe I should, though, because it'd probably be a lot easier than having people DM me and then, like, getting lost. community, but it's not private message, yeah. My friend David says something recently that really stuck with me. Get scared and let it change you, and you're both right. Yeah, exactly. I haven't done anything that's like not in my comfort zone in a while, so I should probably set up my knitting group that I've been putting off because I'm scared that no one will show up. I'm scared to like meet new people. Like there's a lot of things to be scared about, but I'll never know until I try. So I just got to do it. Maybe I'll go to the library after this since I established I don't really have plans for the rest of the day. Maybe I should make that my plan. Go to the library and talk to people. Oh, you moved from Oregon? Nice. I used to live in Oregon. I used to live in Portland for a little less than a year. I loved it there. I really did. I felt so like good being there, but I was there for school, and so when I graduated, I had to find a job somewhere else. As it goes. Yeah, no real messaging on YouTube. Okay, good to know. Um, very, very different, but both are gorgeous. Yeah. Georgia and Florida are definitely touching. Okay, good to know. He lives smack in the middle of the US. I'll be in Eugene for Thanksgiving. Cool. I've stayed in Eugene. My dad used to live in Eugene too, but he doesn't anymore. It's like I say to my kids, you can do hard things. They suck, but you can do them. True. You can do anything that you set your mind to. That's what my mom used to always say. She's like, you can do it. If you want to do it, you'll do it. But that's the thing. Do you want to do it? I think you should. Um, if it's not fun, I can leave. That's simple. But sometimes I forget that I can just stop doing something. Yeah, exactly. No one's going to be like, okay, like, no, you have to stay. You got here. So you're required to stay for the full time. It's probably doesn't even like have like a scheduled end time because people can just come and go. Or maybe it does. I don't know. But yeah, you can just go. You don't even have to like go to the meetup. You can just like go and like skate and then like see if people are cool and then be like, "Oh my gosh, I just also happen to be skating. There's a skate meetup." What? I had no idea. No, I'm just kidding. You probably shouldn't do that considering your friend goes to it and you'll easily be found out, but it's an option. Wishful thinking of YouTube messaging. Yeah. Eugene's about 2.25 hours from me. My son stayed. He's in Portland and still have lots of friends there, so visit on occasions. Yeah, Portland was a great, great time. I really liked being there. Although I was there during COVID, so it was kind of like locked down. Like everything was kind of shut down. So I didn't really do a whole lot like as far as going out publicly, I guess, but there was just a lot of nature to explore in that area that I really loved. So I wish YouTube had messaging because I refuse to use meta apps. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, Instagram and Facebook are definitely a convenience thing for me at this point. I don't even really use them like I should. I'm so bad about posting on Instagram especially. Well, I never post on Facebook. I literally have Facebook just so I can like honestly, I don't even know at this point. I got it again whenever I was in grad school because we had a like group on Facebook. So that's why I got it because before that I didn't have it for like 6 years. And I just kept it, but at this point I'm like, why do I even have it? And then like everyone changes their names cuz like everyone got married, so I don't even know who half these people are anymore cuz I'm like, who are you? Like cuz they changed their name and I'm like, I don't know who you are. Like we probably met one time and then I added you on Facebook and I don't even know who you are anymore. I need to just delete my Facebook. That was my rant. Go to the library and talk to the person. Yeah, I need to. Try and hold me accountable. I'm going to try and go after I have some lunch. That means I have to put real pants on. Ugh. If you lived in Portland, I would yeah, I know. Yeah. I almost moved back to Portland after I moved to Portland and then I moved to Washington. Um and then yeah, kind of when I started my whole like YouTube channel and stuff, that was like right when I moved back to Wisconsin. So I was out west for like a while. Like coulda, woulda, shoulda. I wish I would have known you then. I didn't really have that many friends out there, so but That's only about half hour away. You can look for fiber arts guild in your area. Yeah, so I actually in February, I think, my friend Liz did a craft show at the Minneapolis Textile Center, and they had all the guilds, like the Minnesota guilds. So those are probably like the closest ones to me, but it's still like an hour and a half away. And I am a convenience person. Like if it's too far to travel, like I don't know. I'm impulsive and I can like do things spontaneously, but only up to like 30 minutes away. Like if I have to drive like very far, I do not like driving. So that it becomes hard for me if I know I have to like drive pretty far to get to places. I have to like plan it pretty far in advance. So an hour and a half is just a little bit too far. A little bit too far. Yeah, scope the scene, exactly. I just submitted a blanket of mine to the State Fair for an award. That's so cool. Oh my gosh, yeah, I hope that you get picked. That would be such a cool wow. I'll have to go. I'll have to go to the State Fair if your blanket gets shown, exhibited. Is that a word? Y'all are convincing me next time Achilles live, we can all ask how the state meetup. Okay, good. I'm glad. I'm glad that you're being convinced to go. I think you'll have a lot of fun. I think you'll meet cool people. And if you don't, like honestly, I think that knowing that your friend goes and like goes regularly helps a lot because you know that there are cool people that go because your friend goes and your friend's a cool person. So like your friend wouldn't go if there weren't cool people there. Like I feel like that's kind of comforting to know, you know? To me at least. But the only thing I miss is Facebook Marketplace. Yeah, I honestly don't take advantage of Facebook Marketplace enough, but a big reason for that is because I try to not just like mindlessly buy things anymore. Um, and I think that if I went on Facebook Marketplace a lot, I would like see things and be tempted to buy them when I really just don't need them. But if I ever like need things like furniture and things, I always go on Facebook Marketplace. It's pretty clutch. And Craigslist, but I don't really know if people like use Craigslist like that anymore, but I still use Craigslist. They have a lot of free things on there sometimes. I don't really like actively, but if I'm looking for something, I'll go on Craigslist. But I don't really ever hear people talking about it that much anymore. Maybe that's just me. I live like 45 minutes from Minneapolis, and I'm like, not too far. Exactly. I know. I'm like, oh, 45 minutes is just like, because that's then it puts it into perspective of like, well, so for me, it's an hour and a half. So that's 3 hours of driving for these plans, you know? Like I have friends too, like in Minneapolis and St. Paul, and I like want to hang out with them, but I'm like, "Ah, that's 3 hours of driving to hang out for, like, an hour or 2 hours," and I'm just like, I'll do it, but I have to, like, plan it out, and I also lately have just been, like, kind of busy, like, on my weekends, I've already had plans, and then today's my only day off, and, like, do I really wanna spend my day off driving for 3 hours? Like, that sounds kinda selfish maybe, but not really. You know, I have other stuff I need to get done, although not really today. So that's a bad example. Uh, if you don't meet cool people, you can never go again and stop thinking about the meetup. Exactly, Jess. You get it. It's literally queer femmes who skate skateboards, so I'm not too worried. Yeah, the crowd's gonna be superb. You won't have to wonder anymore. You finished the 5 pom-poms? Yeah, I can imagine the amount of yarn scraps you just have laying around now. Probably just yarn everywhere. Hopefully you were able to contain it a little bit. Or now you get to vacuum. Vacuuming's kind of fun. I need to vacuum. I have to head out. Bye, Frizzy. Thank you. I appreciate that. You'll be doing derby any minute now. Is that the kind of skating you enjoy, Curran? Or do you like because I know there's like different styles of skating. Do you just like to like rink skating? Or I know there's like what is it called? Like jam flow? Like where you like kind of do dance and like tricks and stuff? Like have you ever practiced tricks or are you still just trying to get like comfortable on skates? Or I always wanted because when I like briefly tried roller skating and then I should probably try again because I have the roller skates. Like I was super into it for like 3 months and then It's really scary though. It's really, really scary, but I really wanted to get into like skate park skating, like going to skate parks and like going on ramps and stuff. That's what I wanted to do. And then I quickly realized like going downhill is so scary. It's so scary. And I like you need to get good at like turning and I think I just don't have like the I don't know. It's just something I need to practice, I think, but I'm also scared. I'm scared of falling and maybe I just need to practice falling. But I don't know. Anyways. uh, I'm so fearful of injury. Me too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Mid-Atlantic Fiber Association has an interactive map of all the guilds in the US. Oh, okay. See, every time I go live, I just open up a zillion tabs of things that I'm like, I need to look into this. Mid-Atlantic Fiber Association. Sweet. Thank you. Do do do. Now I'm just like trying to stay upright and turn and stop. Yeah, stopping is key. Also, arguably turning, but I think stopping is like that was the part I was like tricked up on. But a big reason too that I wanted to learn how to skate is because I was really into skiing at the time. I've kind of fallen out of skiing just because I moved back to Wisconsin and we don't have mountains here. But um, I was like, oh, skating will be good like practice of skiing during the summertime when I can't ski because it's kind of similar, but it's definitely a totally different feel. But is there a kitty cat in here? Oh yeah, Franklin's sleeping now. I really want to learn rhythm jam skating. Yeah, it looks so cool. I know it looks so fun. I know, Rowan, same. For me, it's my ankles, not my knees. My ankles are like trash. I do not have good ankles. That's like my biggest like fear is hurting my ankles always. But yeah, it's so fun looking. And I want to try like I should try it again. Oh, I remember a reason that I stopped skating was because the toe brake on one of my skates it just went missing. So I would have to get a replacement toe brake on one of them. So I have not tried skating. Um, Curran, do you recommend going to like smooth, like smooth floor, like a tennis court or something to practice, or do you just practice in like like parking lots? Because I was practicing in like parking lots, but the gravel was scary too. Like hitting the gravel. I think I just need to like get over it. There's like a mental block with it, you know. I tried skating, but unfortunately, I'm team blades. Yeah, not talented enough for skates. I don't. I think it's just a different kind of skill for sure. I yeah, and Jess, you have other talents too. How's dance been going? Have you still been going to dance? Because I am proud of you for doing that. That is like a huge thing. That's kind of what we've just been like talking about this whole time is like you getting over that fear to like go do something that you've been wanting to do for years again. Bye, AJ. I literally warm up with falling to remind my body. Yeah, exactly. That's a good idea. Just like fall a few times. Practice in a school parking lot at the moment, but it's really flat and smooth. I hit rocks sometimes, but part of the learning is learning how to recover fall. Yeah. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. I wanted to like practice at like a skating rink, but when I was kind of learning, I didn't have any near me, so that wasn't an option. But you're right. You just gotta practice with what you have and stop making excuses of like, well, I need this to do it. No, just use what you have. If you really want to do it, you'll do it. But now I'm kind of at the point where I'm like, do I really want to do it? Like, I don't know. It looks fun, but I never really had fun doing it. I was like always just in a state of fear and frustration. But I guess that's how it was with skiing too for me at first. I'm not coordinated enough for any of those things. I've been trying to teach my 7-year-old to rollerblade. Yeah. I think the coordination just comes with practice though too. but I'm definitely not coordinated. I've never been good at, like, anything involving coordination, really. Well, I mean, I guess that's kind of like a very vague word, coordination, because you kinda have to be coordinated to do a lot of things, but, like, sports-wise, no, no. I've been kind of, like, disc golfing recently. Well, my partner's really into disc golf, so I'll, like, go with him, and I've gotten a lot better at that, actually. But I think a big part of that too is having someone who is good at the skill that you're trying to learn be there to, like, coach you, at least for me. Like, I need someone to, like, tell me what I'm doing wrong and, like, how to fix it, because I feel like I take direction really well, but if I'm just, like, watching, like, how-to videos or something like that, it's a lot harder for me to, like, take that and turn it into the skill I'm trying to learn, if that makes sense. I feel like I, like, need a coach. I grew up in northern Wisconsin. Naturally, we went downhill skiing for a field trip. I ruined my left knee in 6th grade, just not never got better. Dang. Oh, wow, that's, like, way too young to have such a permanent injury. I'm sorry. Where'd you go downhill skiing, though? I'm, like, trying to go. I miss skiing a lot. My partner grew up, like, downhill skiing. It's just so expensive nowadays too. Like, the reason that we did it in Washington is because we lived 10 minutes from, like, a really awesome ski hill well, mountain ridge, and so it made sense for us to get a season pass, which, like, really cuts the cost, but, like, a day pass is so expensive, and we live so far from, like, anywhere good that, like, we it doesn't make sense to get a season pass. Although, I think if you just go, like, even 4 or 5 times in the season, it kinda pays for itself. So, I guess that's something to consider. It's been good. I haven't gone in, like, a week because my knee has been on the fritz. Once it's better, I'll be back. What's up with all these bad knees? You gotta tell these knees to cool it. I'm just kidding. I'm glad that you're taking, a much needed break. But it sounds like you've been going, like, a decent amount. That's awesome. I bet it feels really good to kinda get back into that considering, like, did you grow up dancing? That's so fun. I grew up riding horses, but, like, that's not really an attainable thing for me either. 'Cause my mom still rides horses, but it's 3 hours from me, so, like, if I wanna go ride horses, I have to drive 3 hours, which I just established I don't really love driving. So, I think the only rink in Wisconsin's in Milwaukee, but there are outdoor skate parks too. Yeah, like flow tracks and things like that. Yeah, it's hard to get good at something that takes a lot of new physical skills. Skating requires balance, coordination, strength, stamina, and also bravery because falling is scary. Yeah. Yeah, I think the mental block is the biggest thing for learning a lot of new, like, physical skills. So many sports and activities I desperately want to like, but didn't actually like, haha. Yeah. I know. The only thing that has ever really stuck with me has been yoga. Like, that's, like, the only thing that, like, physically and I guess weightlifting too, but that being said, I have not been doing either of those things recently. That's different whole different thing. Whole different story. But also those aren't really, like, group activities either. They're very much like solo s sports. Em is learning to skate too, but she naturally has really good balance and a lot of practice on blades, so having her there to help is nice. Yeah. Yeah, some people are just, like, naturally good at that kinda thing too. That's how my partner is too. He's just, like, kinda picks things up. He's, like, really good at, like because he, used to surf a lot when he was living in Australia and California, etcetera. Um, so he's got, like, surfing under his belt, so we would go to, like, flow tracks, like, at skate parks and things like that, and he would do carver board, which is like skateboarding. Well, he, like, just, like, changed the, uh, wheels on his skateboard to, like, make it a carver board or something like that. He rigged his skateboard to make it, like it's, like, more, like, flexible, a carver board, and he's really good at that. Um, but I don't think he really has any experience with, like, skates. I miss riding but can't afford it locally, and riding with mom is too far. Yeah, I know. I did it for, like, on my birthday. It was super f like, it's fun to, like, get out there when I can, but it's just, like, not, like, a convenient thing to do, you know? It is what it is, and I learned to deal with it the best I can. I was not very motivated to my PT at the age. Yeah, so some of the continuing issues is kinda my fault. Yeah. Fun fact, I, wanted to go to school to be a PT, but then I was like, "I don't know if I'm gonna have the patience to, like, tell patients what they need to do and then them not do it." And me being like, "Well, I told you to do it." 'Cause I know that that's, like, a huge thing. A lot of people, like and I mean, you were so young, you know? You don't really realize, like, the impact that it had. But, yeah, it's a long-lasting thing. That's how my ankles are too. I actually completely tore the ligaments, 2 of the ligaments in my ankles at one point, and I didn't realize that I did it because I just have sprained my ankle so many times. And so last year, I sprained my ankle. Well, I had an ankle injury, and then it was so bad that I got an MRI done, and they were like, "You don't even have ligaments here," like, which means I completely tore them at one point and, like, never fixed it, and now they're just, like there's, like, not even remnants of ligaments there anymore, but that's what happens when you don't fix things properly, I suppose. So, we went to Ski Brule in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, Iron Mountain or Iron River, I don't remember. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. I know my partner has been to, like, Mount Bohemia, like, quite a few times. He said that one's really good. I grew up dancing, so my body has been so happy to move like that again. Oh, yeah, I bet. Dancing is so fun too. Like, I don't really have any experience dancing, like, in a, not professional, I don't know, class setting, I suppose, except for, like, Zumba. But I love Zumba. I love to dance, like, at concerts and things. I'm not good, but it's so good for, like, your body, I feel like. It releases so much dopamine and endorphins. Such a fun, like, hobby to have. What is with the surf to disc golf pipeline? Right? Well, honestly, I think that disc golf is just, like, something that, like, I guess, like, men especially, but people, I suppose, just kind of get into in their 30s. I don't really know because I'm like, I know that, like, both my older brothers were really into disc golf too for a while. I don't know if they are anymore, but it's just funny. Oh, yeah. That's possibly that's definitely a theory. My partner grew up surfing, and now that we are away from the ocean, he's skateboarding and so into disc golf. That's so funny, Jess. Oh my gosh, I feel like our partners would be friends. That's so funny. And plus it's like a free like disc golf is just like a really, really cheap activity to do that gets you outside. It's like pretty low commitment. Like I definitely see the appeal of disc golfing because I will just go with him. Even if I don't disc golf, I'll just like go and like basically just take a walk with him, you know? It just gets you outside, get your steps in. And it's pretty much free. I mean, you need like sometimes like state passes or county passes and a disc. Well, he's got like 20 plus discs, but that's besides the point. I mean, any hobby can be expensive if you make it, but any hobby well, not any hobby, but a lot of hobbies can be cheap too. Just kind of depends. I think that the surf disc golf is just a Venn diagram with a lot of overlap. Yeah. Why do Americans have so many ankle injuries? Honest question. I don't know. I definitely my ankle injuries started when I was in college and I would drink and I just rolled them and rolled it like the one really, really badly. It was because of alcohol, unfortunately. I don't drink anymore, but that's how my ankle injuries kind of started. And I think they just got weaker and now I just sprain them. Just happens. Just happens. Because growing up, like, my ankles were like never. I think maybe I just have weak ankles. Like, also my wrists are really weak. Like, you see, they're so. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I just have weak ankles and wrists. It's just who I am as a person. I don't know if it's American specifically, but um, I didn't know that's a thing Americans are known for. Laundry switched water and fresh cucumber sandwich. Yum! Oh my gosh, that sounds so good, Rebecca. My partner made me a cucumber sandwich the other day, and it was so good. I felt like I was at high tea or something. Every one of my American friends, Americans I've known, have torn ligaments. Maybe it's because of sports. Maybe our sports are really rough. Definitely not the case for me. But I know that like a lot of like my friends who have any like ligament injuries like that, it's because they played sports. Like my one friend has like knee injuries and it's because of soccer and things like that. But um no ankle ligaments torn, but I did tear one in my knee by dislocating my kneecap. Yeah, we were just talking about that. Oh, see again, it was sports related. Maybe alcohol related injuries are higher. I'd be curious about that compared to some European countries, though. Yeah, I think the American diet's to blame for all the stuff wrong with our bodies. I agree, Rebecca, for sure. For sure, I think that definitely plays a role. People just are like kind of a little bit more malnourished here, but that's a very general statement too. Um, do 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 do. I should probably start taking multivitamins. Anyways, don't smoke anymore either as of last December. Oh, congrats on the sobriety. It is something. Sometimes it's really tricky for people, but I mean, for me, like quitting drinking wasn't hard because I just like uh, decided I didn't like it anymore. Kind of. I don't. I'm not like super strict about it. I suppose like I will still like have a drink, but I haven't really done that in a while. I just don't really like the payoff to consequence is just not for me. Just not for me. I just can't deal with it anymore. So maybe that's just getting older. I don't really know. Uh, our work lifestyle is being sedentary. Yeah, that definitely probably plays a role. I think there's like a lot of things that I mean, like, European countries, I think y'all walk a lot. That's like a big thing is walking places. And in cities, I think people do that too, but a lot of people in America have cars. Like, that's just, I think the amount of cars that people have in America is higher. And it's because our transit's like not as good, I think. Like public transit's just like not as great as it is in Europe. So to get places, like you kind of need a car. Like it's not feasible to walk to the grocery store because it's so far away. And taking a bus might take like hours and hours. So things like that, I think they all kind of like play a role. A lot of socioeconomic issues, obviously, food deserts and stuff like that. But um, I never played torn a ligament, but I think Irish sports are more safe. I don't even know what an Irish sport is, Sarah. I'm not gonna lie. Uh, one year on my competitive cheer team, 6 athletes tore their ACLs. Yeah, yeah. Cheer is no joke. I just think I have an undiagnosed joint problem and no access to medical care to figure out. That's also a huge issue in America is the lack of access to healthcare. I don't really want to talk about anything like that, but yeah, that's an issue. It's an issue. Quitting drinking was the best thing I ever did for myself. Yeah, it always made me feel bad after, and I almost never miss it. Yeah, me neither. Um, me neither. Guys, I finished another row. Yay. Let me figure out what I gotta do now. Okay. Yeah, I definitely don't miss it. I do wish Wisconsin had more third spaces that weren't bars, though. Yeah, that's why I want to set up like a knitting, like the library. I think is like a really great option. Especially too, because like I don't really stay up as late as I used to, but I used to be like a night owl. Now I'm definitely like a morning bird. I guess is the opposite. Um, they're both birds though, so it's kind of interesting saying. Anyways, I think that when I was younger, I liked to stay up late, so going to the bar like made sense because they're open late. And you're right, there's not a lot of places like that that are open so late. Um, but I think the library is a good option. But uh, I stopped drinking 6 years ago because I've had a bad stomach and I don't really enjoy it. And then I stopped smoking because I got sick and I just never went back to it. Yeah, it just makes you sick. I mean, smoking is like a totally different thing to me because, well, not necessarily smoking, but like consuming, I suppose, THC just because it's like it can be very medicinal for people. Um, so I totally understand that, but I think drinking is just evil. It's just, I mean, I work in pathology and it's like the leading cause of like so many different cancers, like just drinking. So once you learn, it's just so funny how it's like so normalized, drinking alcohol versus uh, other drugs, you know? Like other drugs are so stigmatized and then drinking alcohol is like so normalized and like, like arguably drinking alcohol is like the worst one. So it's very interesting. But anyways, um, in the same boat with drinking makes me feel sick, so I really partake. Yeah, just not worth it, and it's expensive too. Like it's so expensive. You save so much money not drinking. Although I will be no, I don't know because now I drink like a lot of Diet Coke, which is also not good for you, or like sparkling waters and things like that. So it all kind of adds up. But I'm like, oh well, at least I'm not drinking alcohol. I'm just drinking Lacroix or whatever. Um, so I guess it was a bad argument. Don't listen to me. Uh, replace alcohol and cigarettes with yarn. Yeah, that's a good trade. Hurling and Gaelic. That's a sport. Gaelic. Hmm. It just looks like soccer. Oh, it looks like rugby. Is it like rugby kind of? The second row went so much faster. Yeah, I'm getting in the groove. Oh, you know why? It's because I was using the brown yarn and the green yarn is the tangly one, so I keep having to stop with the green one. That's why it went faster. Um, as a 50-year-old who played sports in my teens and 20s, definitely had bad joints, arthritis, and repaired body from them. Yeah. Yep. I think that sports are such like a um, people go hard with sports in the United States for sure. I'm sure other countries too to some extent, but like football is such a dangerous sport and people love football in the United States, like American football, I mean. And it's such a dangerous sport. Like there's so many injuries related to it and I think it's kind of wild. Um, yeah. You said you were in northern Wisconsin. Rowan's actually in Florida. Here, here there are places that are doing more NA drinks, which is fun, but the bar environment is still not my favorite as a non-drinker. Yeah, I don't. I get that. I actually kind of like a bar environment. Not like being surrounded by drunk people. I don't like that, but I just like I like socializing with people. I'm definitely extroverted, so I do kind of like sometimes miss that aspect of it. Um, but not enough to go to, not enough to go to a bar, you know. Plus I think like after like COVID, I feel like I'm definitely like more shy. Like it's harder for me to just like talk to people, which I never used to have that problem. But I think it was like a combination of COVID, so like lockdown and then like moving across the country and like not having any friends and then like moving back but not being by my friends. So I just like haven't really like yeah, I think I struggle to talk to people now. Just like a culmination of a bunch of things. But went to Cali for grad school and now I am in Southwest Florida. My mom and I want to be closer to her dad just in case because he's in his 80s. Yeah. Not THC, just tobacco. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, good for you for quitting tobacco. That's great. I yeah, tobacco is also not a good one. I asked because there might be health advocacy groups. I work for one in Wisconsin, but I'm not sure about Florida. Yeah, I have no idea about anything in Florida, honestly, except for that there's manatees. That's all I really know. If you can find one, they can help you get connected to healthcare even without insurance. That's such a good tip, Curran. Thank you for mentioning that. Yeah, I know that there's like definitely things like that in Wisconsin too, like um badger care. I think I had badger care for a little bit. before I had health insurance through my work, and it was just like the state, I don't know if it was state funded insurance. I didn't really know much about it because I was like so young at the time, but it really helped me through some financial, medical problems I had at the time. Dinner time. Gaelic is a mix between rugby and football. Have a good dinner, Sarah. I'm going to say the hottest take. I think we should ban football as it's currently played because it's so dangerous. Yes, dude, there's always like every single game that you watch, there's players out from injury. Which like I get it if they're not in their top like peak, you don't want them playing and like even just like having being sore. Like that can happen from like working out, but yeah, it's so dangerous. It's so dangerous. The amount of times they have to bring like stretchers in to games and things like that. That should not. I mean, that's just not okay. Yeah, that is a hot take though. Definitely a hot take. Different but equally hot take. Abolish golf? Why? What's wrong with golf? That was funny to me because it's just like I feel like golf is like definitely not my sport, like definitely boring. But like what's wrong with golf? Like I feel like it's kind of just like one of those sports that like doesn't impact like anyone like well, except for golf courses that kind of take up a lot of space. So I guess there's that. If you want to argue, make that argument. But golf as a like sport in general is just like funny that you want to abolish it because like why? Golf is a huge resource suck. Oh, see, yeah, okay. That's what I was kind of saying. Resource suck. I appreciate it. I'm also trans, so that's a whole other complication, especially down here. And I'm autistic and I really struggle with the whole medical system in general. Yeah. They don't make it easy for you. That's for sure. That's for sure. And I feel like Florida maybe isn't the best state to be in for those topics as well. Because golf courses require a ton of water and resources to maintain and take away from natural habitats for a sport that's largely used for, yeah. Okay, that was my thought. That's what I kind of thought. I was like, but just golf in general is just funny. You're like the second half of that is conjecture, but the first part's fact. Yeah. Corrupt business deals. That is that's funny. I was still in the injury thought process. Yeah. Also, so many concussions in football, so scary. Yes, exactly. Concussions are even in like high school football. Concussions are a big thing. Uh, yeah, Kern's a good person to talk to about that kind of thing. My issue with golf is all of the grass. Yeah, private green spaces public can enjoy too. Yeah, yep. I actually hate mini golf. I think it's so boring. I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of golf either though. But like I don't ever really think about it, but you're right. It does take up so much space. And I've heard of like, oh yeah, they're putting in a golf course here and it's just like a plot of trees. And you're like, why? Like I want to go hang out in those trees, not on a golf course. And it's so expensive. Like it's such like an inaccessible sport as well for like why? Like what about it is expensive besides like the maintenance, I suppose, of the property? But disc golf, that's why disc golf is so great because it's basically golf. I mean, it's the same kind of like premise, except for it's basically free and you just go hang out in the woods pretty much. Yeah, mini golf just bores me. I think I can like play like one hole of mini golf or two maybe and I just get bored. Maybe that's just me. But yeah, all right, I'm on team abolish golf now. My partner plays golf though sometimes. But, like twice a year, like not even often. And it's just with his dad. So, I don't think that they're inherently bad people for playing golf, but I totally get it. Abolish golf. Abolish golf. I like the start of golf driving when you can just whack the ball as hard as you can. Putting, aka mini golf, is the worst. Yeah, I'll ride around in a golf cart. I like to be outside, so that's what I appreciate about golf. I guess is that you're just outside, but yeah, it kind of kills biodiversity of the area for sure. because you like can't really have trees in golf. See, we have public courses around here, so it's enjoyed a lot by local people. Oh yeah, that's awesome. So people like anyone can kind of just go. You don't have to have like a membership to a country club or something like that. To be honest, I don't really know how much golf is, but I know it's like it can be very expensive, and sometimes you have to have memberships to country clubs. But I know that you don't have to. Like I think you can just like sign up for a tea time too, as like a guest. But haven't played mini golf in ages. Maybe that south north difference. We don't really have public spaces for it here. Yeah, I don't know enough about the golf scene to really speak on that. I know about the disc golf scene though. But yeah, I mean, I think sports in general are kind of just like over hyped, I guess, in the United States, and like so much money goes into them and it's just like ridiculous. Like it kind of makes me angry if you think about all the money that goes into sports and like funding of like these big uh sports associations. Like yeah. Putting is all about restraint and control, and neither of those words are ever applied to me. Hi, Gordon. He says, okay, you've been on here long enough. I grew up in Massachusetts, and it's all private there, too. Yeah. Do you guys have Bingo Loco? I don't think so. Bingo. I love bingo. Bingo's fun. What is Bingo Loco? Oh, what? What is this? Bingo rave. Wait, what? Does it have anything to do with the game bingo? It just looks like a rave to me. No, I don't think we do. I get that sports make money for schools, but like we're here to learn. Yeah. And if you do well in sports, you basically graduate like in colleges and stuff. Like you barely have to do well in school, and yeah, it's the whole thing. Plus, like not to mention college, like sports, they just profit off of these kids, and like they're not getting paid for it. You know, like they're making so much money for these schools and these networks, and like no guarantee that they'll even have a career in this. And then like once you have I mean, I guess that's probably why they get paid so well, is because their careers last like 10 years, if but I still think they're wildly overpaid, but that's like a whole other thing. Um, oh, it's a disco bingo? It has to do with bingo? Oh, I guess there's one in Chicago. Oh, and yeah, I guess that we do have them here. Kansas City, Chicago. How to play. Oh. Oh! Huh. That's very interesting. I don't think I would ever like think to mix bingo and like a rave together. That's so interesting. Have you been, Sarah? Is it fun? You did start your live 2 hours ago. I support you staying live as long as you want, but you should stand up and stretch at least. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it looks like they just like play music and they have glow sticks and they also have bingo. But I could definitely see like your bingo card getting knocked around. I would do it. It looks fun. I love a concert. All right, I do think I am gonna go because I'm gonna take these cats outside because they've been waiting so patiently. I know. Yeah, I know. He said, I just want to go outside. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna hop off. Thank you so much for coming. This was so fun. I feel like we talked about so many fun topics, and thank you for bearing with me as I struggled through my technological issues earlier. But I promise that I will be getting a Wi-Fi extender at some point, hopefully before my next live. But have a great day, and I will see y'all later. Bye.